What if the truth you were never supposed to hear finally surfaced? What if an entire institution, protected by silence, was exposed? This is a shocking story of Tell No One, a groundbreaking documentary that revealed secrets so dark it shook an entire nation to its core. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this film was banned in some places, feared by many and yet impossible to ignore. Poland, one of Europe's cultural and historical gems, a country known for its resilience, its traditions, and its deep-rooted faith. But beneath the surface of its religious institutions, something sinister was lurking. The 2019 documentary, Tell No One, pulled back the curtain on a horrifying scandal, one that would ignite outrage, demand justice, and force the entire nation to reckon with its past. Directed by Tomasz Sikielski, Tell No One is not just a film, it is a revelation. It exposes a disturbing reality of sexual abuse within the Catholic Church in Poland. But more than that, it reveals a system designed to protect the perpetrators and silence the victims. Survivors, many of whom had remained silent for decades, finally had a voice. Their stories were heartbreaking, filled with trauma, betrayal, and fear. But they were also stories of courage. One by one, they recounted how their innocence was stolen, how their cries for help were ignored, and how the very institutions meant to protect them had failed them. The most shocking part? This abuse was not an isolated case. It was widespread, and worse, it was covered up. Evidence pointed to church leaders who knew, who transferred accused priests instead of reporting them, who silenced victims with intimidation and threats. But once the film was released, silence was no longer an option. Poland erupted. The documentary amassed millions of views in just days. The public demanded action. The Polish government, under intense pressure, had no choice but to respond. Investigations were launched. Cases were reopened. Some priests were even removed from their positions. But was it enough? Did justice truly prevail? The impact of Tell No One went beyond Poland. The Vatican was forced to address the scandal. Other countries began to examine their own religious institutions. The film sparked a global conversation, one that could no longer be ignored. Years have passed, but the fight for justice continues. Some survivors have found peace. Others are still waiting. And while the church has made promises of reform, many wonder, will real change ever come? Tell No One was more than a film. It was a movement, a demand for accountability, a call for justice. And most importantly, a message to every survivor. You are not alone. You are heard, and the truth will not be silenced. If you believe in justice, if you believe in the power of truth, share this story. Spread awareness. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more eye-opening documentaries. Together, we can make a difference.